Grab your bait and get your bass.
Fish on. Little small one. Drop shot in a robo worm. Guys, I'll talk to you a little bit about the best bait, the best worm that you can use. Drop shot largemouth. Just a little guy. That is the robo worm. This is in the morning dawn color, but the robo worm is the #1 bait for drop shotting largemouth. Hands down, no questions asked. I'm using the morning dawn color today, but the grape color is great. They make a lot of good colors. Hands down, the best bait for drop shotting largemouth. That one smacked it while I was just sitting there. So we're doing a little drop shotting today. You cannot beat the robo worm for drop shotting largemouth. Absolutely the best worm for drop shotting largemouth. It's not just great for drop shotting, however, though it's a versatile bait. It's also great on a shaky head. But the robo worm, great worm. It's right up there, and it's right up there with the Yum Dinger and the Cinco as quite possibly the best worm of all time, in my opinion. But when it comes to drop shotting largemouth, robo worm easily, hands down. Oh, there's a bite. The best worm you can use for drop shotting largemouth. And that's the only downside right there. You will lose a few. So I'll show you real quick right here how I do this. I got a couple bobber stops on here, and it's great because you don't have to tie anything on your line, and it also allows this hook to spin 360 degrees, if you can see that, hopefully. And it helps with line twist. Also helps that bait to appear natural down there, allowing it to spin 360 degrees. But that's how I like to drop shot, especially with the #1 bait for drop shotting largemouth, the robo worm. Picked up two real quick right here in this spot. It's the power of the robo worm. See if we can pick up a few more. Another fish drop shotting that robo worm. The best bait ever made for drop shotting largemouth. This is a little better fish here. A little better. Not a giant, but better fish. Another great thing about this drop shot system that I use, the bait, everything just slides right down to the hook when you get a fish. Helps with your hookup rate, catch rate. Those fish don't come off. And you just gotta slide that bobber stop back up, slide that worm to the depth that you want. Great thing about this system is that you can easily adjust the depth that you're fishing at. You want to change the depth, all you gotta do is slide this bobber stop up or down. Leave just a little bit between there, between your stops, so that it'll allow that to spin. Just nose hook that robo worm. Best bait you can use for drop shotting largemouth. Pulled up on this spot and hit 3 right away, right off the bat. With this system, it's great because you can just basically toss it out and let it sit there. You know, natural shaking in your wrist and current and wind and that sort of thing is just going to keep that bait moving down there. Letting that thing just spin. It'll look natural down there. It can spin 360 degrees. Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah, the robo worm. Oh, that one, lost that one there. Lost that one. But we have found some fish here. Man, you know how I just said, I was just pumping this bait up, how pumping this rig up, how you won't lose fish. And I go and lose a fish. But that's about with any bait you have, you're gonna lose one from time to time. Any system. There's no perfect system. My weight broke. That's what happened. My weight broke. We'll get a new weight on there. Get back in the water because we are on some fish. That's what's great. But that's what's great about this system. Broke off my weight. Just tie another one on. Slide those stops. Get that worm at the depth I want. And we're back to fishing. Oh, there's one. Oh!
Grab your bait and get your bass. Grab your bait and get your bass.